Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daddy Dan blog. I love saying that. Today I got a really cool, rare, glossy treat for you. Yeah, it's all shiny. It's all brand new. It's a #1 from 2023. That's right. I done went and bought a brand new comic book. But I couldn't resist. It's the Cryptidnals. Cryptidnals? How you say that word? Cryptidnals. The Cryptidnals. Anyway, it's a book about Bigfoot. It's a book about Dogman. It's got some werewolves in it. Oh, be still, my foolish cryptid hunter heart. For today I have found Bigfoot. I don't know if Dave would call that the good stuff or not. What do you think? So I guess the best thing to do is just get started. There's the usual suspects inside the front cover of this Cryptidnals comic book. You're going to find the people to blame. You're going to find the people who drew it, the people who wrote it, the people you can look up and criticize if you don't like it. And just for the knowledge to know that, I guess this is my first ever Blacktooth comic book. I've never had a Blacktooth before. And apparently they're in black and white. So the story starts out with somebody in a cabin telling stories. How quaint. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daddy Dan blog, we get to see the black and white cabin scenes. I don't really like black and white art, but this looks pretty good, honestly. And I think the black and white art kind of suits the story. At least it won't be glaring quite so bad because it's in black and white, right? Anyway, we got 3 girls in a cabin, and they're telling stories about werewolves and monsters. How quaint. Well, one of the girls plays with a Ouija board. Oh, goodness gracious. These are not smart kids. In the woods, far from civilization. Hell, they can't even get a phone signal out there. Hee. I hope a killer don't show up. I think we found the 3 dumbest chicks on Earth. You can almost bet that you're in a cabin miles away from everybody. The phone don't work, and you're telling horror stories, and you just know that something bad's going to happen to these chicks. Did I mention all this takes place in Lake Worth, Texas? I bet my friend at TEXS Front Porch is going to enjoy this comic book because it takes place on his front porch. Crash, bam, boom, blang. It took 1 page of a turn, and I told you it was going to happen as Bigfoot crashed through the wall on these chicks. One Bigfoot grabs a chick and runs out the door with her palm crushed into the ground. Hey, look, he took her all through the woods, and another Bigfoot grabs another chick, and another Bigfoot grabs the other chick, and all these chicks just got snatched up by the Bigfoots, and some of these Bigfoots are really quite ugly. You ever wonder how Bigfoot toast somebody? There you go, missing 411. As some shadowy creature watches from the sidelines. What the heck? So in full panels, brought to you by the Daddy Dan blog. You gotta go where no man's gone before. These girls are run off through the woods. They're kidnapped by Bigfoot. They throwed into presence of something called a Quetzalcoatl. What the heck ever? That shadowy man's got some limbs. And he went all... Oh my God. I had to keep my mouth shut about something to say about that when it went all evil dead. That's right. It went all stems and roots. Wow. Went all evil dead. The Bigfoot's howling response as we find out how black-eyed kids are made. You must worship Quetzalcoatl because Bigfoot's work for this thing, and he possesses kids and turns them into black-eyed kids, and oh my God, this comic book is going there. At 4:20, exactly, oh my God. San Antonio, Texas, Interstate 10, 3 days later. One of the girls seems to be normal now, as she talks to her 2 buddies into going and looking for her other missing friends where she saw them last. She takes them out in the woods on a baited trap. Where 2 eyes in the dark are looking. That's a usual Sasquatch sign. That looks like every picture of Bigfoot we see from half the community, don't it? Watch out, I said that. Okay, as they search around in the woods looking for the lost friends, a sudden loud crack K-R-A-K. A sudden loud crack is heard as people look. A huge, dark, shadowy figure emerges out of nowhere. And in a flash, knocking, slapping, and pounding boys to the side, the young men go down, one even into the water as he looks up. The young lady has transformed into one of the X-Men? With iron... What? She looks like that. Evil dead! Evil dead! But then an elf shows up and slaps the evil out of her. What? An elf. Now we got an elf running around here looking like a Vulcan. We got her all turned into possessed lady. We got werewolves screaming, and here you go. You got Giles Goat Boy. You got the Goat Man standing over here just watching like, what is wrong with these humans and these other cryptids? And some cat chick says, oh my. And then there's goat dudes like, we're bad. And this chick just looks all goth about it. You can read what she says. Oh my God, it's a nightmare hall. So apparently them kids got took through some kind of portal. And they wind up on the side of the mountain in Dulce, New Mexico, led down a trail and into a big cave in the side of a hid mountain. Kind of looks like one of them pictures from Antarctica, don't it? Yeah, just saying. I bet that would show up on Google Earth. Anyway, down into the bowels of the earth to a secret city where the reptilians rule and Bigfoot lives and possessed black-eyed kids run things, and what the heck? So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, I show you a comic book that really needs some commercials because this one is out there, dudes. Anyway, possessed black-eyed chicks running the place. Possessed black-eyed chicks wanting more service, sending people to the top side to do 411s on people. These are the ugly lizards that run the place from their iPads, and black-eyed chicks are having... the same three chicks, now they're all goth, and now they're all evil, and they're just going to sit around and have the same conversation they had back on Earth. Oh, back wherever they were before. Okay, honestly, even though it's a cryptid book, and I love Bigfoot and stuff like this book is so far off the chain with weirdness. It's like nothing I've ever saw. Because we're going to flash over to Wichita Falls, Texas, where this young lady's hiding in fear as something evil creeps around her room. She does not know what to do, and we don't know who she is, but I give credit where credit's due. This chick is Drew, and she's drawn really well. This is one of the few black and white comic books I really enjoy the art in and think it looks pretty good. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Crash! Oh my God, her hiding place is found. She's snatched up by whatever creepy Bigfoot-looking something or another this thing's supposed to be. And it looks like it's the end for... what shall we call her? We'll name her later. I don't even know if she's going to make it to the next page. But suddenly out of nowhere, a werewolf cowboy. What the frig? That's right. No, it's done turned into the good stuff, Dave Sunstorm. Be sure to check out Dave Sunstorm. It's done turned into the good stuff because a werewolf cowboy has showed up. That's right. We got a werewolf cowboy. And now I just want to pull my hair out. Yeah, werewolf cowboy, kick a cryptid down the hall, smash. Oh my God, let me take a break. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. I took a really long break. I'm surprised the pause held that long. Oh God. Because you know I do all these in one take, right? That's why you hear me go, oh. Anyway, werewolf guy's all upset. Cowboy werewolf standing up to the other were-dude or whatever, Bigfoot guy. Girls all tripping. Werewolf goes off. Snap, bap, we got to fight. That's right. Werewolf cowboy versus Bigfoot cryptid thingamajig. I don't know. This book's so bad that it choked me up. I swear to God, I about died just now. Maybe it was a little delayed bust from earlier. Okay, rolling along. Bigfoot thing's getting his butt kicks and takes off. I want to point this out. I call this a Bigfoot thing or a jiggamajog or whatever. It does not look like Bigfoot. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like one of the flea stack or something. It does not a lizard monster. It does not look like a Bigfoot to me. But they are calling it Sasquatch in the comic. Let me point that out, you know. So it's a Sasquatch mutant, all right? Okay, let's fight some more. Crash! And suddenly, right when Lizardfoot gets a drop on the cowboy werewolf. Little John Moxley starts crying out in fear. My name's Mox. Mox. Because Mox is a dick. All righty, moving right along, we see Bigfoot weirdo thing looking. Oh, it's a baby. And some guy and werewolf thing goes, no, as it heads towards the baby. It draws back its horrible claws and bam, bam, blam. It got his arm shot off. Hey, werewolf cowboy done turned back into a human. Oh. Werewolf cowboy turned into a human because humans can shoot better than werewolves, I guess, right? And blowed its arm off. Cowboy werewolf saves the baby. The baby is being quiet now. Little Mox is all happy he's been rescued. And cowboy werewolf walks out under the serious moonlight. I should play a David Bowie song, shouldn't I? And of course, after that little whatever just happened, we flash over to, what's that word? I can't even pronounce that word. Abilene, Texas. That's right. We're going to Abilene, Texas, where some little psychic girl who has made no appearance in the comic book so far is playing with her phone. She's texting with her friends. She's having psychic visions as she makes voodoo stuff with plates, knives, and forks. I guess that's how she sees the future. Yeah, she's texting with her friends. And she suddenly hears a knock, 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 a knock, 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 a knock, knock, knock. And it gets louder, a knock, 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 and it gets louder, a knock, knock, knock. Oh my God. She shouldn't have opened the door as thousands of black-eyed kids and their evil, whatever that's supposed to be, quadruple master, standing outside the door looking at her. And in the next issue, the fifth son, we'll find out what happens next in this horrible story. I don't know if I'm going to pay $5 for the next issue, honestly. Anyway, we get Dark Light by these goofs. Lettered by that goof. Editor, that goof. I swear Dark Light is a 2-page preview for Dark Light, where some goofy, evil preacher guy is burning all the evidence of something they did, and they're all happy about it, and these two big henchmen and him walk off into the sunset through some kind of darn portal thing and call him by he's a plague doctor and everything, but that's all you get. 2 pages right there of Dark Light. I'm not even going to go into Dark Light. It's a Dark Light nightmare. I probably won't buy Dark Light. And then we get whatever in the blue heck this is. We get the Rake. That's right, that must be another cryptid and sketchy, hard to read writing that I'll pause it here for a minute. So Michael Marone, my little goofy buddy who likes to read stuff, can read along if he wants to. And then we'll check out Spring Hill Jack. I don't know, you can click on this thing and learn all about Spring Hill. I don't know even what that thing is. Spring Hill Jack. Wade Radum. Yeah, Spring Hill Jack. That was an old story from England back in the day. I remember Spring Hill Jack. And you can read about Spring Hill Jack if you so desire to. I don't. And we're going to finish it up with the letters page. That's right. Big glossy letters pages that you can read. And my favorite thing in the whole comic book. It's Young Dr. Wood versus Bigfoot. My friend Robert Wood, that's right. It's a drawing of him, Robert Wood, when he was young, punching Bigfoot in the face. I call it Dr. Wood versus Bigfoot. It will be a short really soon. And then we get this, whatever this is. This is going to be a commercial for issue 2. Werewolf Cowboy saves chicks versus evil undercity monsters. And issue number 2 was the Cryptidnals. Worst title ever. It should have called it the Cryptids. Anyway, the Cryptidnals. Be sure to let me know what you thought about this comic book in the comments below. Yep, at least they did not waste the back cover. They threw in some of whatever the heck G.I. Jane's supposed to be on the back here. Yeah, it's a Black Tooth production, and it's drawn by Jillian Lawler. I wonder if she's kin to Jerry the King. We'll have to find out. So that's my incredibly cool look at the Cryptidnals. Cryptidnals. A special for my Bigfoot community good stuff buddies. I usually call out a bunch of good stuff shout-outs as I look at number 1 from 2023. A brand new comic book that I paid $5 for and put a little sore in the backside. I bought this one. I said that. So since it's a cryptid book, I should give shout outs to the Paranormal Highway, my friend Anthony over at S4. Bigfoot, Michigan Rob, Texas Front Porch, Blue Line Bigfoot, the Muglion Monster, my friend Moggs, Connor, better known as Bigfoot Anon. And that's just a few of my Bigfoot community buddies. I had to shout out a few of you. And next time I do a comic book about Bigfoot, I'll shout out a few more. And I have to say, this one maybe Miss Bigfoot and Mallboy. You should check back a week or so ago when I did Bigfoot and Mallboy. A lot more entertaining comic book, and it was in color. But for a black and white book, it's something new. I think this story really sucks. Let me know what you think. This was horrible. You take all that time to do a comic book about Bigfoot, Dogman, werewolves, and stuff, and this is what you come up with? You should be slapped. Everybody who had anything to do with this comic book should be slapped. But I'm going to hang that really cool cover on the wall. I really am. And let me know what you thought about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but art was great. Story was horrible for the most part. But the art was really good. And at least it's a Bigfoot comic book, and that's something you don't get very often. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And next week, a couple of days, we'll do something different. Because usually I do something different on a Sunday afternoon, but nothing's been happening, and I was bored. So Sunday got a comic book about Bigfoot. There you go. Blog over, dudes.